The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Maryland, Unforgiven! And her opponent, representing the Bad Girls, from Phoenix, Arizona, Haley Storm! Here is your winner, Unforgiven!
Welcome back to Thursday Night right here on YouTube TV. And the first matchup, it went underway, and of course we saw the winner, Helga.
Making his way to the ring from Warner Robins, Georgia, weighing in at 247 pounds, the Extreme TC Moore.
TC Moore, the new seemingly member and leader of the establishment. Of course, GM Thorne and TC Moore were in therapy, and well, he said that he would take his last name if GM Thorne gave him the establishment. So I'm not sure how that's gonna sit well with the current WFA World Heavyweight Champion El Guapo Chuck, Hector. Well, finally you introduced me to the damn show there, Johnny. It's not the Johnny show. This is Thursday Night Riot with Hall of Famer Hector Hernandez and my sidekick, Johnny Baez. And you're right about that. That's a damn shame that, you know, they would go over El Guapo Chuck's head like that and give him leadership when El Guapo Chuck has proven not only that he can stand up to anybody like Cam Finley, but he can stand up to anybody that gets in the way of the establishment. But TC Moore seemingly, or TC Thorne, should I say, seemingly the new leader of this regime. Well, he will have a matchup tonight, one-on-one, versus this man, the All-International Champion, the Omega Mr. Thursday Night himself, Dean Lashley. Dean Lashley win that championship back from Sean Casey and
from Chicago, Illinois,
walks out here with the title.
weighing in at 257 pounds, the All-Star International Champion, Dean, the Omega Lashley.
This man right here, Dean Lashley, ready for action against the new leader of the establishment. Well, tonight we do give a big shout out going out to our good friend Devontae Jones down in Phoenix, Arizona, the 602. And also a big shout out going out to TJ watching in South Carolina. Big shout out to Wesley Figs watching down in Chicago, Illinois, as we are live tonight from San Jose, California, Holmes. All of WFA is here on the West Coast right now. We welcome everybody else in to Riot here tonight. You saw Helga take care of Haley Storm in the opening bout. And now we are ready for this one. Mr. Thursday Night himself, Dean Omega Lashley, against TC Thorne in a non-title matchup here tonight. Give a big shout out to Hood in the building as well, as his show came back last week. And of course, tonight's broadcast being brought to you by the Smoking Section podcast. This week they counted down their Spotify recap, if you will. Very interesting. Well, different music types for different people, right? Look at the leg right here and a kick out, and of course, it was very interesting to listen to those to that podcast about their favorite top artists of the year. Let me guess who your top artist was. Britney Spears, right? No, of course not. It was Beyonce. Beyonce, really, Holmes? And let me guess, number 2 was Taylor Swift. Did you look at my sheet? You know what, Johnny? I don't even want to know about number 3 through 5. Well, I wasn't going to tell you anyways, but if you must know, it was Bruno Mars at number 3 and NSYNC at number 4, and then, of course, Good Taste of the one and only Michael Bublé. Really? Beyonce was your number 1 and you ended up with Michael Bubbles? Well, I'll tell you mine, but mine's very diverse, Holmes. Well, nice suplex right there from TC Thorne right here tonight. A nice arm drag takedown. Come on, Hector, you don't be shy on us now. Let us know who your favorite artists were of 2025. All right, Holmes, you really want to know who my top artists were? I will tell you, Holmes. Well, we're going to start off with a number 5. I'm a little old school, Holmes, so number 5 is, well, it's not even new school. This is a new school group, and the Crazy Pimps. They keep the fiesta going, Holmes. I'll tell you that much. And these two men going back at each other right here tonight as we're starting to recap what the Smoking Section podcast did. And what a drop kick right there from the Omega Dean Lashley here tonight. Well, that was my number 5 pick, Holmes. And number 4, well, you got to keep the fiesta going some more. But in a little bit of English, Holmes, and you know, you got to keep it rocking with the Snoop Deal Double Jizzle. You know what I mean? He drink Coronas, I'm drinking Coronas. It's a party with Snoop Deal Double G, Holmes. Interesting list so far from Hector Hernandez as we're trying to call the action, and a nice kick right there from the top rope right here. Dean Lashley going up top again. Let's see what he's going to go for here. Oh, there it is. Thursday Night Delight from the top rope. This could be it right here. 1, 2, and a kick out. And the matchup does continue here tonight. But if you want my number 3, Holmes, so you gotta keep it with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Number 2, of course, Vicente Fernandez. If you haven't heard that, it's the guys that sing mariachi music when you're getting all drunk with your Latin friends, and he says, "Y volver, volver." Just like that, Holmes. And of course, my number 1 artist of 2025, And look at this right here. TC Thorne with a big... Oh, man, this could be it right here for the Omega. Look at the leg. 1, 2, and another kick out. And this one is going to be one of those matches here tonight, Holmes. Oh, TC Thorne right there going for it all right there. But Dean Lashley able to counter. And now a submission right here. But TC Thorne able to fight out of it again. Back and forth we go in this matchup right here. TC Thorne, try to say that 3 times in a row, trying to keep the Omega at bay right here as Hector's still waiting to give us his number 1 artist of the year. And a big clothesline right there and an elbow. And down goes Dean. Yeah, but TC Thorne has to finish him off right here. Oh, the Omega better watch out. This could be it. And, oh my God, what a Canadian destroyer right there going up to the top rope. Could he finish him off right here? He's waiting for him to get up to his vertical base right here, Hector. Can he take him down? And, oh, and what a DDT from the top rope. This could be it. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and another 2.5. That's a 299er bona fide right here tonight, Holmes. And, oh, a leg drop from the top rope. Hook of the leg right here. 1, 2, not even a 2 count, a 1.5er. 50% off Valentine's Day, Candy Jones. Oh, TC Moore going in again. TC Thorne going to have to get used to that. Oh, and a jumping neck breaker right there. Down goes Dean Lashley. Oh, and a Pele kick to counter. And a punch right here. Oh, he might be going for the one-winged angel right here. 1, no, he's not. Going for the Omega effect instead. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out right there. My goodness. These 2 men continue their assault right here, ladies and gentlemen. And a big move right there from Mr. Thursday Night. Could this be it? 1, 2, and 3. And the Omega puts down TC Thorne here tonight. My goodness, Holmes, what a matchup here tonight. Oh, and my number 1 song of, not song, but top artist. Of course, you know how we keep the stickiest and the ickiest. And we got to keep it with some Bone Thugs. Not sure if I said Bone Thugs or not. I'm high as a kite. If not, it was tied with Cypress Hill. All right, well, that's Hector's so-called Spotify recap right there. So, got mine, you got his, and what a matchup between these 2 men right here. But Dean Lashley putting in work, son. Looking like his sparring partner, King Kong himself. Big shout out going out to Devontae Jones out in AZ. Of course, this man always doing work, and tonight he puts one over on TC Thorne here tonight. Smoking Section Podcast is the sponsors of this Thursday night. So, shout out to Jamar, John, and to Wesley on that podcast. If you haven't done so yet, make sure and listen to this week's podcast. It was pretty damn good. Getting better as the weeks go by, so big shout out to them. But right now, the Omega is your winner here tonight. Don't change that dial, Holmes. We'll be right back with more right after this. All right, we're back here on the program as the Iron Man will be in action coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the family, from Charleston, South Carolina, weighing in at 254 pounds, Iron Man!
Here he comes, the Hall of Famer. One of the greatest to ever do it. Of course, just celebrating Black History Month this past month, and we always spotlight, of course, that man right there, Iron Man, alongside amongst other legends of the business. But Iron Man definitely has a spotlight no matter where he goes. Iron-born Jim, Hall of Famer, you name it, the dude's done it in the business, Hector. Yeah, he's done everything there is to do, and he's still going strong here in 2026. And, well, he was part of the family, and, well, I don't know if the family split up or what's going on, but we do know that Carnage did suffer a big injury after getting bottomed out from the top of that Hell in a Cell last week in the main event, fell all the way down. Not sure what the prognosis was on the injury, but we do know this, that he is out of action for a little bit. So the Iron Man continues in singles action, and we know that both the Establishment and the New Breed have both offered him a spot into their groups right there, trying to strengthen in numbers and experience. And Iron Man just right now not having anything to do with it, and kind of just said he'll pick his spot when it's due or something like that. But nonetheless, here comes his tag team partner. What the hell? Look at this. Bishop Brown coming out here with Sean Casey. Perhaps Theodore Reed sending down Big Bad Bishop Brown here tonight to keep tabs on the Iron Man here at ringside. Get more of that story as it comes along. Indeed we will. Sean Casey making his way down to the squared circle here tonight, and you just mentioned Big Bad Bishop Brown out here with him, keeping tabs on the Iron Man here tonight. I don't think Iron Man's going to like that one bit, but nonetheless, we are ready for action. As you see the Iron Man getting loose right there with a death stare, not only to Sean Casey, but probably to Big Bad Bishop Brown. Well, I don't know. I mean, Iron Man loves to be watched by his fans, but I don't think he likes people babysitting him, and that might not sit well for Sean Casey tonight. He might have more than he bit off right here tonight, and I don't think that he knew that Bishop Brown was coming in. Well, nonetheless, Sean Casey kind of stands out by himself. But anyways, give a big shout out to John watching down South Carolina. Another big shout out to our good friend Sean watching down or up in the great north of Canada. And of course, TJ's out here running amok in the chat room. And slowing things down here, little old school wrestling and hyperextension of that left arm right there, and Iron Man in a lot of agony right here, going down on one knee, trying to get up, trying to get his power and wits about him right there. Sean Casey with a nice arm drag takedown, but Iron Man quickly with a backbreaker and a lariat from behind. Both of these men just back and forth, neck breakers and twists and turns here tonight. Trying to get momentum starting off right here. A legend in the Iron Man, a Hall of Famer in his own right. And then, of course, Sean Casey, the up-and-comer. The Mallrat, as some of them call him, used to be the leader of Ruin. Of course, him and Smoke and Kitty Adams, and they have moved on to Tuesday nights during the draft. And Sean Casey was just the All-International Champion for quite some time. Finally got beat out by the Omega Dean Lashley, who just had a matchup moments ago that defeated the newest leader of the Establishment. And now going to the outside, not a Riot Rules matchup here tonight. You see Big Bad Bishop Brown on the outside watching very closely as we pan over to that side right there. And, oh, a nice German suplex right there. Not sure what the mannerisms are right there, the body language of Bishop Brown, but he's watching closely, and look at him, just a death stare right there to the Iron Man. Iron Man going up to the top rope right here. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, and he falls down. Went for the axe handle. Sean Casey moves out of the way quickly, but Iron Man's still on the offense right here, and there's Bishop Brown right there right next to him, and I'm not sure what his instructions were by Theodore Reed or Cam Finley himself, as those two are the masterminds of the New Breed, and I said establishment. I meant to say New Breed. Yeah, you're going to confuse everybody, Holmes, but you're right. The New Breed sending out their dog out here to fetch a little bit of that Ironborn meat. And look at Sean Casey trying to do some push-ups, trying to impress the Iron Man here, and he gets stomped right in the head right there. This could be it. Stomp on the head, and Iron Man just laughing at Sean Casey, kind of just telling him, I can get you down at any time. So watch yourself. And Sean Casey, now look at this. Anaconda Vice put on the head of the Iron Man. Not sure if he is going to tap or not. I doubt it. He does not, with a couple of knees to the back of the head. The matchup does continue here, brought to you by the Smoking Section Podcast. If you haven't done so, as we mentioned earlier, subscribe, like, and share. Let them know that WFA sent you. Ruckus crowd here in San Jose tonight, Holmes. Uh-oh, Sean Casey might be going for that even flow, and he went for it, but Dragon Screw takedown by the Iron Man. Oh, and a suicide dive from the middle rope. Might be time to go a little night-night right here. He's sizing him up. Ironborn neckbreaker connects. Look at the leg right here. 1, 2, and 299er right there, Holmes. Iron Man, he went for the leg drop and nobody home. Crowd here yelling fight forever. They're into this matchup tonight. Iron Man going against the ropes right here underneath. Leapfrog Jones from Sean Casey. And, he went for something there, but couldn't quite get it. And Sean Casey stays on the attack. Another couple of slaps to the face right there. The bitch slap right there. Iron Man ain't going to take that right there, Holmes. Iron Man coming back right here. Belly suplex right there by the Iron Man. Iron Man going up to the middle rope right here. Going to jump off right here with a big fist. Ironborn fist right there to the face of Sean Casey. We saw that Tuesday night with a mirror. And it might be a new tactic that they're teaching at the Ironborn Academy. Iron Man using it to his advantage here tonight. Sean Casey kind of rolling out of the ring right there, trying to get out of harm's way. But Iron Man's not going to let that fly one bit. Going to the outside, back body drop on the hardest part of the ring, and they go to the outside. Look at this. Sean Casey with another Anaconda Vice on the outside. But even if Iron Man wants to tap out, it's not going to count. And he counters yet again. And now on the outside up to a 6 count. They got to get back in the ring now. 7 count. Referee warning both men to get back in the ring now. 8 count coming. Is Sean Casey going to make it in time? 9 count. And Sean Casey just barely makes it into the ring right there. And he hits an even flow out of nowhere. Could this be a big upset right here for Sean Casey? But he's not going for the cover. And that's going to cost him right there. By the time he gets upset, Iron Man's going to have enough rest to get out of that cover. Let's count it down. 1, 2, and a 299er. Told you, Holmes, it was not going to be enough. It might have cost him where he landed right there, but they go back to the outside. Not a Riot Rules matchup, as we already know. We've had a couple of close counts of 10 on the outside. Sean Casey continues his assault there on the outside, but you don't want to mess with this man right here from the streets of Brooklyn. And up to a 7 count again, 8 count. Referee's counting pretty fast here. Stomping away as the Iron Man up to a 9 count now. I don't think Sean Casey's going to make it. I don't think both men are going to make it. Iron Man just tries to get it. Oh, it's a draw. Damn it, a draw. Iron Man took too many stomps right there. And I think what happened too, there was a distraction by Bishop Brown there at the end, costing Iron Man not only not to win, but in a draw. And Iron Man is beside himself. And look at Bishop Brown shrugging his shoulders like, all you got to do is join us, Holmes. What the hell? Can't believe Bishop Brown did that on the outside, costing the Iron Man sure victory. Well, we're back on the program with this next one right here. Cam Finley, the Blueprint, will make his way down the ring as he takes on my little brother Ray in a one-on-one bout here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by representing the corporation from Springfield, Illinois, weighing in at 320 pounds, the Blueprint.
Cam Finley, the Blueprint, coming out here with his handler, Theodore Reed, from the New Breed. And tonight, little Ray Hernandez will have his match against this man, Cam Finley. And one thing that I know about your brother Ray, he doesn't back down from a challenge. And, you know, it doesn't matter how big they are. He's not going to back down, especially against Cam Finley.
And his opponent, representing the corporation from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, weighing in at 195 pounds, Ray Hernandez.
Well, here comes little Ray making his way down the ring with his lovely girlfriend Roxanne, and of course his good old friend right there, Beast Mode, who saved his ass last week, his own ass, as he was able to win a handicap match last week to not only keep his job, but to keep his sanity, if you will, because GM Thorne, I mean, he was on a rampage trying to get through his thick skull right there. And he only defeated Scorpion and Sin, who have a matchup later on tonight. We start this matchup right here tonight. Big shout out to Wesley Figgs watching down in Chicago, Illinois, as Cam Finley start things off right here against Ray Hernandez in this, I believe, was fourth bout of the night. Almost halfway through the program already. And Ray Hernandez now taking Cam Finley to the corner, but Cam gets out of there pretty quickly right here. And now look at this. Oh, he went for the Hurricane Rana, but a power bomb instead, and a quick shoulder up right there. And Ray Hernandez has a lot of fight left in him right there. But Cam Finley just too big, just too strong here tonight. And of course you see Theodore Reed right there in his corner. And in the corner of Ray Hernandez, we got Beast Mode and the lovely Latina baddie Roxanne at ringside, longtime girlfriend of Hector Hernandez. And now Cam Finley coming back. Counter after counter. Oh, look at this now, Hector. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Ray. A shot right there to the abdomen area. And Cam Finley just giving him everything he's got tonight. Maybe not everything, but just giving him a good beating, if you will. And I don't know the purpose of this matchup, why Ray Hernandez would have to fight Cam Finley here tonight. Of course, El Wapo Chuck not in action tonight. And a running bulldog right there from Cam Finley. And the matchup does continue. Ray Hernandez in a bad way so far in this matchup. And now look at this sleeper hold now from Cam. And just fall down, Ray. Just fall down on your bum. There you go. That's one way to get out of it right there. Cam Finley dazed for the moment. And a tornado DDT off the springboard. And Ray Hernandez starting to show life here. And he's going to go for I thought he was going to go for the cover, but Cam starts moving out of the way, gets up to his vertical base, or tries to anyways, and Ray Hernandez trying to keep him at bay, but a big knee to the face right there from Cam Finley, and we'll see what else we can do here, or what else Ray Hernandez can do to try to keep Cam Finley down, but Cam Finley just a workhorse and a running big boot to the face right there. No, he might be in trouble right here. Might be time for a franchise tag. And it does connect with impact. This could be it for Ray Hernandez. Hook of the leg right here. 1, 2, and a kick out, Hector. Yeah, the matchup still continues right there. Ray Hernandez, I mean, he's not going to give up. He's just not. You're going to have to beat him down until he just can't get up anymore. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Well, I guess that was it. Took a little bit more beating like a piñata to take him down, but Cam Finley making light work of a lightweight, cruiserweight like Ray Hernandez here tonight. It was one-sided affair the whole way, and you see right there the franchise tag, and then that was all she wrote. Quick and easy, not kind of a lackluster matchup here, but Cam Finley showing his dominance here tonight. Hope El Guapo Chuck's watching, as that's a message straight to him. Be right back with more Riot right after this.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Rated R Hardcore Championship.
All right, Riot Championship on the line. Coming up next, and here comes Sheldon Briggs. His first opportunity at gold since the departure of Big Jax, who left to Tuesday nights in a trade. Well, TC Thorne was traded back this way within good reason, as his daddy, GM Lewis Thorne, let it be known that he was his son. And Sheldon Briggs tonight trying to replicate what his longtime buddy Big Jax did on Tuesday nights, winning the X Division Championship. Only this one is for the Riot Championship, and we'll have to see if Deuce will survive another week here as a champion. As Sheldon Briggs is here at ringside, and we'll get ready for Deuce, the Riot champion, making his way down here tonight. Here he comes, the Riot champion, part of the new breed. Right now, the title reign for Deuce is 43 days and counting. He won that Riot Championship against Shang Mi back in January 21st. So tonight, Deuce looking to extend that championship reign here tonight, as he is taking on a lot of opponents, even won a fatal four-way eliminator to retain. And, well, Theodore Reed and Cam Finley have got to be happy about that, as he's representing the new breed very well. There's the Riot Championship on your screen. Let's go down to ringside as Alicia standing by.
Introducing the challenger from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, weighing in at 252 pounds, the superstar, Sheldon Briggs. And his opponent from Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 283 pounds, the Rated R Hardcore Champion, Deuce.
All right, both men have been announced here tonight, and we'll get ready for this title matchup here tonight. He'll show it to Sheldon. She'll show it to Sheldon Briggs. Briggs will take a gander at it. And now we're ready. All right, falls count anywhere in this matchup. No disqualification, no countouts. And Briggs already starting off with a sling blade. And now here comes Deuce with a little bit of offense right here. And both of these men jockeying for position early in this matchup. Riot Championship on the line, as it is every single Thursday night here on the program. Big knee to the face right there by Deuce, and Deuce is becoming a, how do I say this? Not like a household name, but he's becoming like a powerhouse here on Thursday nights. A lot of people want to face him, but then after the matchup, they regret that, decision to face him, as this man right here, a graduate of the Ironborn Academy, and of course they all still train when they can with the Ironman and try to take his advice and stuff. And perhaps maybe that's why the new breed wanted Ironman to join, because of the influence of Deuce. But Ironman still might have a couple of lessons that need to be taught to Deuce about joining a faction, and about fame and everything else. And well, tonight maybe Sheldon Briggs is going to handle that message, because Sheldon Briggs holding his own against the champion so far in this matchup, and now has a sledgehammer in hand, and right through the abdomen area right there, and continues right there. Remember, falls count anywhere in this matchup, so he could have got a cover right there if he wanted to. You see Shelly, the referee, on the outside, waiting for somebody to submit or pin here tonight, and a roundhouse kick from Deuce, and there's the first cover of the night. 1, 2, and the kick out. The matchup does continue, and they're near a booth right here, Hector. Yeah, they are, Holmes, and Deuce, man, he is a monster, Holmes. I guarantee you that. But so is Sheldon Briggs. I mean, he might be a little bit smaller than Big Jax, but boy, can that man pack a punch. Former tag team champions with Jax. They're on Tuesday Night Rage, and I'll look at this shotgun kick from Sheldon Briggs. And if I was him, I'd go for the cover right there. Don't give Deuce a chance to get up, because stuff like that might happen. Throws him into the barricade, and Deuce on the offense one more time, and only seen the sledgehammer so far in this matchup, and there's all kinds of weaponry underneath the ring, but it looks like Deuce don't need it. He might be going for the Deuce's Wild right here. Let's see. He's going to go for that big kick right there. The big knee to the face, and that might be the end right there for Sheldon Briggs. Hook of the leg, 1, 2, and a $2.99. Big knee right there from Deuce. Deuce might be able to put him out away right here. Sheldon Briggs falling into that trap. You know, the comparison that I give Deuce is that the Deuce like a Venus flytrap. When he catches you, there's like nowhere to go. And the more you fight, the more you get stuck in that flytrap. Oh, a Sheldon Briggs now. Oh, and he hits him with that big finisher right there. The lethal dose. Hook of the leg, 1, 2 for the title, and another kick out at 2. Briggs better dig deep and get something else out of that playbook, like a flea flicker or something like that. Couple of shots right there to the head, and a big spear out of nowhere, hook of the leg right here, and this could be it to retain 1, 2, and 3. I told you, you get caught in that Venus flytrap, and that's all she wrote, Holmes. What a matchup here tonight, Hector. Well, it is Thursday Night Riot, Holmes. The flagship show, because of this Hall of Famer speaking right now, Holmes. And, of course, the great, great Hall of Fame roster that we have here. Brought to you by the Smoking Section Podcast, Holmes. You got that right. What a matchup here, and I thought that Sheldon Briggs might have had a chance right there, but the spear was all she wrote here tonight. Deuce, 43 days and counting as your Riot champion. Next time we see him, it'll be 50 days that he'll be champion. Deuce of the New Breed is your winner. Be right back with more right after this. All right, we're back on the program as this is the farewell tour for Bane, and he had challenged God Mode Odin O'Shea in this matchup, and the history goes way back, WWFD days, and there he comes, one half of Gunsta Gods, one half of the tag team champions, WFA. Ladies and gentlemen, Hector, you want to take this one? Oh yeah, San Jose is about to go. God Mode. God Mode is activated as Odin coming out here with his, two goddesses anyways, Betty and the other one, Eunice.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring representing the Gladiators from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 230 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Shane.
God, Moto Shea at ringside. Big shout out to Sean O'Grady down in Canada, watching as always. Big shout out to you, my brother. And now, Holmes, I mean, it's hard when the announcement came out that this man right here was going to retire. A future Hall of Famer for sure, Holmes.
And his opponent from Concord, New Hampshire, weighing in at 262 pounds, Bane!
This man right here, Bane, will retire in about a week and a half time right here. We didn't have enough time to upgrade the farewell T-shirt, but we'll have it on the next show. I promise you that. And a big shout out to T Piper. This man right here, Bane, started off his career in WWFD as the Golden Warrior T Piper, and his finishing maneuver was the Warrior's Cry. Back when Brian Long and J.K. Smith were doing the announcements, I still remember that clearly. They would always get hyped about the Warrior's Cry. And he would come out here with another female, and I just cannot remember her name. So if y'all remember in the chat, let me know what her name was. But it was him and another warrior princess, and it wasn't Xena. It was somebody else. Well, this man, a future Hall of Famer in his own right, Bane. We'll have another matchup next week here on Riot. His opponent has yet to be decided or be announced anyways. We have a speculation who it might be. He took on Ace Man 2 nights ago on Tuesday Night Rage. And he wanted to pay homage to the Ace Man, as the first time that he won a heavyweight championship was against the Ace Man. And Ace Man, well, got the last laugh, I guess, as he pinned Bane. And there's Bane now with a triangle choke right here on Odin. Odin quickly getting out of that situation right there. Of course, them two had a lot of battles back then. And so paying respects to his good friend Odin here tonight is a couple of shots right there. And Jay Mills is in the building, but he's not in action tonight. So Main Event Mills has the night off this week. Pretty sure he'll be in action next week on another episode of Thursday Night Riot right here on YouTube TV. And there is Vintage Piper right there with a DDT. And you know what? It don't matter who wins this matchup. I know one thing, that they're going to beat the hell out of each other. There's going to be blood, sweat, and tears before it's all said and done. And look at this. I think Piper's already bleeding from his elbow. Might be a tattoo, Hector, but the Bar Knuckle Brawler, Odin, bringing it to the table here. Look at this power slam into a back breaker. You want to welcome everybody into the telecast here, whether you're at work or driving home or watching on your phone or watching in the living room with the kids. We all want to welcome everybody here to Thursday night. One, two, and I thought Odin might have laid down for the count right there. Oh, that's blasphemy right there, Holmes. Odin would never do that for anybody. Well, except for Eunice and Betty, of course, but I digress. And now, big boot right there, and he missed. And look at this. The final nail, but Odin fighting out of it right here. And of course, if you haven't been watching Tuesday Night Rage, Bane did try to pick his last opponent, and Patron called out Patron, and we have not heard from Patron this past week. We're still waiting for a confirmation that matchup will happen at the pay-per-view event for Rage coming up next weekend. And nice power slam from Odin O'Shea. And might be time for a little bit of go to sleep time. The GTS does connect. Down goes Bane. Could this be it right here for Piper? 1, 2, and a kick out. 299er, Holmes. The blood still flowing in Bane. And Bane trying to get his last licks in on all these last opponents. Farewell tour right here. Kick to the back right here. And of course, nothing in WFA is given, it's earned. Whether you win or you lose, you're going to give it your all every time. And Bane understands that. Piper understands that. The rest of the Piper family understand that. And now, Odin sizing up Bane. Gaining some speed. A couple of forearm smashes right there and a running power slam. And God mode is activated tonight in San Jose. And Odin now, could he be, he's looking for the sharpshooter right here. Sharpshooter put in, and Bane's in trouble. And he might tap right here, Holmes. He's in a lot of pain, a lot of anguish, and not able to get him to tap, but watch out, might be time for a little bit of white noise. Has him up, and no, he's going to go for the GTS again. Go to sleep from God mode, and down goes Piper. Hook of the leg right here, 1, 2, and another kick out. 299er again. He still has life, but the bar knuckle brawler bringing it to his forehead, and look at that. He busted him wide open right there. Here comes a running power snapmare takedown right there. And Odin, going up to the middle rope right here. Might be going for the axe handle right here. Going for a big punch instead, but Piper able to counter out. Piper trying his best to take down Odin here tonight as he's on his farewell tour. Going to retire at the pay-per-view event. It was a shock to me that he's going to retire like this. But he had a great career. I will give him that. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'm going to be his next opponent next week, Holmes. Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you? Look at this. Final nail power bomb, and it was a pop-up. Look, he's bleeding profusely from the forehead right there. Now he's going to go for the big final nail right here. What goes up must come down. Down goes Odin. Hook of the leg right here from Bane. 1, 2, and another 299. What a matchup. This could have been the main event tonight. The crowd yelling "Fight Forever" here in San Jose, California. They're digging this matchup between Piper and Odin. And they go to the outside. Remember, not a Riot Rules matchup here tonight. There are disqualifications, there are countouts in this one. But they're not going to waste any time. They're going back into the ring. And a shoulder tackle right there, and up goes Odin. Look at this. I thought he was going to go for the elbow, but he didn't. Big shoulder tackle. Insagiri connects. Big throat toss right there by Bane. And Bane going for it all right here. Trying to pick up Odin. Big boot coming. But Odin gets out of the way. And he takes him down right there. Could he be going for that? He's going to go for the sharpshooter again, but Bane able to counter out. Who wants it more right here tonight? Bane giving it his all right here, but there goes Odin again with the third GTS, and that's going to do it right there for Piper here tonight. Hook of the leg. What a battle. 1, 2, and 3. Odin with his last encounter against T. Piper gets one over on Piper, and my goodness, what a battle here tonight between these two men. I mean, everything on the line. Cannot take anything away from Piper. He gave it all he had against Odin, an old adversary here tonight. But more importantly, well, maybe not more importantly, but just a side note, next Tuesday, Iron Man goes to Rage for the first time ever to take on T. Piper. And then we'll find out next week who his final opponent will be on Thursday Night Riot. Telling you, it could be me, Holmes. If Iron Man can do Rage, I can do Riot. I could probably do commentary at the same time. Oh, will you cut it out? Well, I'm just saying, Holmes. Nonetheless, Odin and Piper tore down the house tonight. That was the second GTS of the night. Not enough. Then right here, the final nail, a pop-up final nail from T. Piper, but it was not enough. Actually, he went for this one. He went for the second one in a row. That one connected, and I really thought this was it right here. He gave it all he had. Boom! And no, a 299er. And then right here, Odin with a shoulder tackle to take him down. And then he just caught him in his tracks after Eunice able to distract him. In the third and final GTS, go to sleep, Piper. 1, 2, and 3 in God mode. Will win this matchup. Sign of respect from Odin to T. Piper here tonight. Shaking hands, hugs, everything in between. God mode wins it. We'll be right back with the main event. Triple threat match for the number 1 contendership for the tag team titles. All right, it is main event time here on the program, Hector. It really is, Holmes, and we get ready for this next bout. As Sin makes his way down the ring, and we'll see the Scorpion come out here as well. Is these men right here known as the how do they call them, the Reptile Kings? Or let me look at my notes right here. The Reptile Kings. Oh, come on, Hector. You should know by now that they're known as the Poison Clan. Oh, that's right, the Poison Clan. Well, I wonder if they work for Orkin. That's another Poison Clan that goes through the projects every once in a while. But nonetheless, Hector with his nonsense here tonight. Here comes the Scorpion alongside Sin, and we'll have that updated too, so they can come out together. They've been a pretty damn good tag team, and we'll have some adjustments to Sin as well to kind of get these guys together. The Scorpion making his way down the ring with Sin, and they're looking for they'll have a go at it tonight against 2 other tag teams in a tornado-style tag team triple threat match. The winner will face Gunsta Gods at the pay-per-view. Odin and Jay Mills, who trying to start their own legacy as the G2G Part 2, as you saw Odin just win against T. Piper moments ago, and Mills is off for the night. And now we get ready for these two men to make their way down to the ring. The Terror Squad. Josh Moss making his way down to the ring here tonight. And we do want to give a big shout out going out to Angelo, watching in the Boston, Mass area here tonight. Of course, a big shout out to Josh Moss watching in South Carolina, and another one to John watching in South Carolina. And, well, TJ, I'm sorry, but he does reside in South Carolina. I don't care what you say, unless you become the governor overnight. But anyways.
And at a combined weight of 568 pounds, the unrelenting Josh M. and Elijah Butcher, the Terrors.
And this team right here has been the tag team champions before, and they're looking to get back on top of the mountain. One thing you don't want to say in the same sentence as Moss is get on top of anything. Oh, well, you know what? Never mind. Well, there's Elijah Butcher and Josh Moss at ringside as we have one more team left to go, and that is Tech 9. Get ready for them to make their way down to the ring now. And there's Mac Browser and Cyrus the Virus, Tech 9, making their way down to the squared circle here tonight.
And at a combined weight of 458 pounds, Curtis the Virus and Mac Havoc.
Well, I guarantee you this, if John Coffin was the governor of South Carolina, he would probably look like a black version of, what's that guy's name for Street Fighter? I want the one eye. I believe you're referring to as Saget. Well, I was going to say we'd probably refer that to Moss, but I digress. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking of Bison, but I remember he has two eyes. But nonetheless, Street Fighter is a killer game. But we're off and running here in the main event. Got Sin jumping off, making flips, almost hit a tag team partner mistakenly right there. Could have been some friendly fire. No disqualification, no countouts in this one. The first team to get a pinfall or submission will be the new number one contenders for the tag team titles here tonight. Well, not tonight, but for the pay-per-view, but they'll become the we get it, Hector, we get it. Calm yourself down. I'm telling you, San Jose got some good weed here tonight, Holmes. The stickiest for the ickiest. Mac Browser going after the Beast. Oh, that's not Beast Mode. That's Elijah Butcher. I think you need to go on the list of drug holes. You can't be messing up people's name like that. Nice takedown right there by Moss. Took of the leg, but nothing doing there. So break up pretty quickly right there by the man right there inside the ring. Cyrus the Virus and Sin going at it there. Now kendo sticks from Tech 9, and they're looking to take down the opposition here tonight. They want to get that tag team gold around their waist as well. And I know that Odin and Mills are watching in the backstage area, so a big shout out to them two guys watching here in the backstage area. Big DDT right there by Mac Browser. Hook of the leg, one, and a kick out. Still too early for any of these tag teams to give up, I would think. Yeah, way too early, Holmes. Wait till more damage is inflicted by these three tag teams on each other. And I mean, GM Thorne has been doing one hell of a job. And did somebody just fart or shoot something to throw over some? Saw some green mist or something. I don't think they. I don't think anybody farted, but the matchup does continue here. Brought to you by the Smoking Section Podcast. They are the ones that are bringing the show here tonight. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe, and share. All right, Beyonce, back to the action here. Well, there's Cyrus the Virus going for the cover right there on Josh Moss, but nothing doing. And Scorpion now, look at this. Has him in a predicament. There's a rope break. I don't think there was a rope break in a triple threat match. What the hell's going on here tonight? I was going to ask you to go ask Shelly, but I forgot you're in the doghouse right now there, Hector Hernandez. I am in no doghouse. She knows that I'm innocent, and next week the whole world will know that Hector Hernandez will be innocent. He act like he committed a crime. No, I'm just saying that all charges against me will be dropped. Four-foot chokeslam by Moss. Could they be the number one contenders here? 1, 2, and broken up at the last minute by Mac Browser. And that was going to be crazy if Moss won tonight, Holmes. And we're just kind of quiet watching the matchup right here as they don't fold right here. Sometimes a little less is more. Mac Browser right there with a nice moonsault off the middle rope right there, but does not go for the cover. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. I don't know either, Holmes, but Moss. Annabelle, there it is right there, but Sin in there to break it up. Now Sin and Mac Browser will go at it. You see on the outside, Elijah Butcher and Cyrus the Virus going at it. Now here comes a Scorpion with a kendo stick. Oh, and he missed right there as Moss moved out of the way. Scorpion in trouble. He's choking him out right here. Choking him out. And that's it. And Moss and Elijah Butcher are now the number one contenders as Scorpion was choked out by Elijah Butcher. My goodness, I forgot about that damn choke. It's very devastating, and that's why Moss is with Elijah Butcher as a tag team, because he knows that together there's just a secret formula, kind of like Michael Jordan's secret stuff on Space Jam. But I digress. What a damn main event here tonight. Oh, it was crazy for damn sure. I mean, it was, and watching the replays right here, 4-foot chokeslam on Sin, and I thought that was going to be able, Mac Browser able to counter out, and then look at the choke right there on Scorpion, right above Shelly's head, and that's all. Scorpion knocked out, and Elijah and Moss are now the number one contenders for the tag team championships. For Johnny Baez, I'm Hector Hernandez saying good night here from San Jose, California. This has been a production of WFA Thursday Night Riot. Executive producer TJ Bramo, thank you so much for all your help and your direction. And we will see you next week here on another edition of Thursday Night Riot, my friends. Good night, everybody.